Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And the market was in utter tank fest this week, and a lot of people thought there was going to be some relief coming. I'm here to tell you, no, it's about to get worse. We're going to look at a trade that Vinny had, as well as some chart analysis, and good old Burry trade that he's correct.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about it. I was asking Dylan, I'm like, are we going to get a little bit of a relief rally here just to kind of blow it off, or should I just stay strong on like the bearish side? So I'd love to hear about this. If you guys, if you guys enjoy this kind of entertaining stock market content of two stupid guys trading stocks and talking all things personal finance, by all means, give us a like and subscribe below. We'd love to have you along this little adventure of ours. That will get to it.
Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. All right, this is the SPY. Okay, I changed the 200 SMA to red to make it a little bit easier to see.
Yeah.
Now, it was around this video that I said, we're going to touch the 200 SMA and then reject hard. Got a lot of shit for that.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Game of trades.
Game of trades. Even comments that people deleted then, by the way. It was, okay, delete your comments? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta own your stupidity. We all are stupid. That's why this channel's named this.
Yeah, I mean, we leave our videos up when we're wrong. So, some very interesting things happened. All right, I found a level about 401. It's more of a range, 401.16 to 401.50. This is the level to watch to see if we're gonna have a minor change in trend. Okay. Now, one thing we gotta see here is the volume. So, we had this little bit of relief here, kind of low volume compared to the previous days, and then another big massive rejection, even though we started up higher, okay? But more interestingly is this. So this is the hour chart. So this goes back to, what is this, 826, okay? So we're dropping down. Look how many times we stabilized this level and just could not break through it. This is 401.20, okay? This is a lot of times. We then went up and then on hardcore volume passed through it, right? This is a good example of ceilings becoming floors and floors becoming ceilings. So I passed through it, tippity tap, reject, okay? I missed this day trade and I'm very angry about it. I got stopped out by 1 cent.
Oh.
1 cent.
That is beautiful, though. The way that, that level changed from a support to a resistance immediately.
Exactly. And then we go up here. Another attempt went to about 450, stopped me out by 10 cents. And then hardcore rejection. All right? On the 5-minute chart, look at this. This is Friday. Okay? We just could not get up above it. And then the powers that be just dominated, and look at this volume intraday. That's a lot.
Well, there was a major news story out of Europe too. Did you happen to see that about the Russian cutting off natural gas or saying that they will not reactivate natural gas supplies to Europe?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of intraday fundamental news. The reasoning is right here is where we announced that unemployment increased. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt. But here, let's go to Vinny's got some slides for us.
Yeah, you can always explain in hindsight like why the market did that based upon the news, right? The thought there why the market rallied after the unemployment number being a little bit higher is like, oh, maybe the Federal Reserve will have a little bit more cover to not be so aggressive. Like,
no.
There's always a logical standpoint for it.
He literally said pain, and honestly, I don't think anybody knows. I think we try to rationalize data that happened and put a story to it. It's like when you have a dog and you think they're really cute and you start talking for them and you're like, oh, you miss me so much. In reality, they just want food and to stay alive. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom.
Their entire survival based upon being cute.
Exactly.
So this was the tweet they put out this week about, basically people will keep asking when crash. First of all, I love the fact that he's adopted this Wall Street Bets like lingo of when crash.
Yeah, pretty good.
Then he just threw up this chart, the SP 500 right here. It's A little telling. Obviously, he's showing here that there's a lot of room below even where we are right now. I think is what he's trying to hint at here, is at least in my thought process. But I have a bearish bias, so what the hell are you going to tell me? Well, a bearish bias in the short term, at least. This the actual tweet here, like SPX, I was saying plenty of room down here below to even get close to like where we were previous like COVID levels or
Mm-hmm.
pre-COVID entirely.
Oh
Pre the
yeah.
fact that 40% of the U.S. dollars were created in the last 12
Remember,
months.
365, magic number on the SPY. Everybody, 365.
365. Good to know. This is my little stupid fun money, crazy wild trade account. But basically, the idea was that I had in the money call spreads on this was on SPY and on Apple. And with that kind of strategy, I was able to achieve a 35% gain in a week, which is nowhere near sustainable. That's completely and utterly ludicrous. But if indeed the bearish bias is still in play, then I'm going to keep going with it, is my thought process right
The
now.
bearish bias is still in play, Vinny. Boom.
All right. Well, yeah, like so, if I lose any money, I can blame Dylan now. Is what my thought
Yes,
process is.
that's fine. It depends on
So
when
this,
your expiration is, though. Ooh, 916. That's very close.
yeah, I'm going very short term with all of this stuff.
Oh no, this is your fault then. I'm
Yeah,
removing blame.
yeah. This is what happens. You play with options short term in the money options contracts where you're selling them short. It's dangerous for sure, but that's how you can get to some of these major wins. Um, this is the one I still currently have open. It is currently a 60% or so return. This is an Apple in the money kind of credit spread, call credit spread here. So, I had sold the 160, I had bought the 165. So I'm gambling on the 160 losing so much value that it will cover my 165 security call, and then also I get to eat the difference there. So it's worked out well for me so far. I'm still in this trade. I'm actually in my main big money account. I own over 100 shares of Apple, so I had sold a 160 call, also expire 9/16, which is the next monthly expiration cycle, to help kind of make some of the money back on the way down, which has worked out well for me so far. I sold it for, I think, in that account like $1,200 or $1,300, and it's only worth $200 now. So it was about $1,000 on the way down, which has been
Yeah,
nice.
pretty
This,
solid.
yeah, this is the one I'm about to enter. So I'm going to open this on Tuesday here, expiring this Friday. Once
Oh
again,
my
very
gosh.
short. Yeah, I know, right? Same thing. This is the same setup. This is an in the money call credit spread. So I'm going to sell a 290. I'm going to buy a 295. So basically, I'm selling one that's deeper in the money than the one that's basically at the money right now. And I'll be able to collect this $312 in premium by doing that. So my max loss is 188. If it were to close at the price that it is right now, if it was completely flat for the week, then I would lose money. If it's bullish for the week, I lose money. But if it's bearish, somewhere down towards this 290 price target, I can potentially profit, $300 on this maximum loss of $188 kind of options trade.
I want to say you're pretty solid because, in addition, September is known as one of the worst months in the stock market as well. A little bit of
Yes.
self fulfilling prophecy there.
And there's a reason why I'm kind of trying to do this stuff short term, and particularly next week, CPI number comes out midweek. That is going to completely change the game. I think depending on what the CPI number prints at. So that's going to be an extreme volatile day. I don't want to have positions open at that particular point in time. Or if I'm kind of getting an inkling like the day or two before, I might take a kind of counter trend position. If everyone's like, oh, this number's going to be horrible, I might actually put on a bullish trade that expiring that Friday.
Oh
Little
boy.
counter trend rally. I know.
Now, Vinny has gone wild. All right.
Well, with the fun money account, okay. There's a reason why you have multiple accounts. That's how I look at this. It was actually have to credit a subscriber for giving me the idea in my main money account of selling closer at the money or even in the money calls in order to like kind of make some money on the way down here. I forget who it was, but he was saying that the at that time the SPY was down like say 18% or 20% for the year, and he was only down like 5% because he had been selling covered calls against his positions on the way down, which was a fantastic idea. So I stole that for myself too.
Is that why you text me and you're like, hey, is the SPY going to go down in the next 2 weeks? Was
Yeah,
that for the Apple call? Solid.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, Apple is driving the market. As the market sells off now, Apple is
That's
going with
fair.
it. They're driving that bus.
One thing
Burry
I
even talked a little bit about them being Q4 and Q1 being like the worst for Apple, not directly, but is what his hint was.
All right, so I just got to buy 100 shares and I can do it too. No problem.
Sure.
All right, guys. Let us know where you think we're going. I think we're going down. And yeah, have a good one.
Catch you next one.